Hi, I'm John. This is my show, An American Scheme, where I'm proving that Diana Ross is Michael Jackson's actual mother. So the guy on the left here is Carl Reiner. He just passed away. And that's Queen Latifah. I'm going to show you just a little thing about people kissing each other and stuff in different situations, okay? So here, I'm going to show you. This is Carl Reiner kissing Queen Latifah. Okay, so, okay. Okay, now this is Carl Reiner and his son, Rob Reiner, okay? Now, watch them kiss. And this is two men. This is a father and son. Now, watch this kiss, okay?
Yeah. Known for creating the Dick Van Dyke Show, and fans will always love Rob Reiner.
Now, that's a kiss. That's a big kiss, right? And that's two men, right? So there's like, you know, so that's family kissing, and then, but you see like the way like they look right here. It's like a family joy. It's not like a lover's joy. You know, there's the different things of what you see in all these pictures and stuff, right? So now I'm going to show you. My dad's going off. I'm going to show you Diana Ross kissing Arsenio Hall, but first here, listen to what she says really quick here.
The first love of maybe with Smokey.
Okay, so in that there's a big interview. That's like one of my favorite pieces of evidence that I have is when she's talking about being in love with Smokey Robinson and stuff. But now watch later in the thing, she kisses Arsenio. So watch her kiss Arsenio Hall.
To a theater near you.
Look at her staring at him, the way, the passion. And then she said, that's not a real kiss. She's like, now that's a kiss. That's so funny. And like, see like the joy. It's so different, you know, right? Oh, yeah. But now let's watch Diana Ross and Smokey Robinson. Okay. So now right here, when you look at Diana and Smokey, and there's one thing that it's like, it's really weird for me to be able to look at this, and I know that those are Michael Jackson's real parents, and I know the story of how they had to abandon him and all this stuff. So like what I see in this, it's one of those things that's like, I feel bad that the fans aren't seeing this. You know, this is the thing. It's like, man, oh boy, it's like, boy, you guys don't know what you're missing. This is incredible, and the fans are not seeing it, you know? Okay, hold on. My dad's just going off, so he's just going to be that way. But see, the joy between these two and stuff and the love. And in real life, Smokey Robinson's actually just divorcing his wife of 26 years right around this same time in his life. That's occurring right around this same time. But the other big thing I want you to see is, so this is the song Missing You. That's the song that Diana had sang as a tribute for Marvin Gaye, because Marvin Gaye had just been murdered by his father, right? And so that's how that song came about. You know, that song is like a tribute to Marvin Gaye. But listen how she specifically says Smokey, and she says Smokey. There's so much, you know, is how she says his name. And it's one of those weird little things. It's like, because the Diana and Smokey thing is really big. It's a big deal. And it was so big that with her, and it's Marvin Gaye was great friends with Smokey Robinson too. You know, that was a big deal when he died and stuff. So, okay. But so, for her to say to Smokey, and remember, Smokey married Claudette when they were young. Diana Ross is like 15 and a half years old when Smokey marries Claudette. So Diana Ross, like she was saying, her first love was Smokey. And then when you see it this time, when there's like so much more to the picture and stuff, but look at the way they look at each other. There's something super crazy, but listen when she says the word Smokey, and listen to the words of what she's saying here. And look at their passion together.
Yeah. There was so much you gave to me, Smokey. Of your heart, of your soul, and so much of my dreams and yours that were never told.
There was so much that you gave to me, Smokey, of your heart and of your soul. And so much of our dreams that were never told, you know? It's like, and look at the way they're looking at each other there. It's so they know that Michael Jackson's their child, that they had abandoned him, that this is the life they've lived, this secret life, you know? And when you look at them, you can see it in their faces and the way they talk and their expressions when you actually understand. And then, like I said, you hear what she said, there's so much that you gave to me, Smokey. And it's like, why is she talking about Smokey? in this song. This is a song that just came out about Marvin Gaye, but now she's talking about Smokey. She's changed it to being about Smokey. And remember, this is just right after Marvin Gaye. Jim, come, be quiet, please.
Yeah.
Okay, so she's singing this song that's a tribute to Marvin Gaye, but then she changes it right here, and she's like talking and saying, this is about you, Smokey, which is it's a weird thing. There's things about it that are weird. And now watch how, like, when she talks about kissing, and look at the passion in these people.
It's going to be a brighter day. Yeah. Ooh, I miss when you say, ooh, I want to kiss you. Do that again. Tell me why the road turns. Do it again.
I mean, there's a love between them that's a serious thing, you know? And they flaunt it right on stage. There was no doubt about it. It was, you know, flaunting it. Like I said, Diana is pronouncing her first love to be in Smokey, and then Smokey, just as the time he's going for a divorce, Diana's like freaking molesting him on stage and shit. And then they change she changes the meaning of this song, talking about Smokey. Smokey, there's so much you gave to me. There's so much of our dreams that were never told, you know? And it's like, if the people would just give it a chance. You don't got to believe my story that Michael Jackson is Diana Ross's love child. You don't have to actually believe me, but just give it a chance and look at it. Well, my dad's just going off. Oh yeah, okay. So then, when you see here, now this video actually says it's titled Diana Ross Kisses Michael Jackson on the Lips. That's the way this is titled. But when you actually see it, Diana, and think about it, her, like, the way she was giving those other kisses, like, she would, like, sit there and put her face and stuff. She wouldn't grab the man's face. A person that would grab the man's face, that's more of an act of a motherly act. And then you'll see that actually Michael turns his cheek and she kisses him on the cheek. She's in control of the thing. It's not the same kind of kiss. And then you'll see the way that they hug. I'll stop it there. And you look at the face on Diana, and it's like, that's not a passion. It's not a passion hug. It's a motherly embrace. And so here, let me show you this real quick here.
Oh, yeah.
You see, they're embraced, you know, but it's not the same kind of embrace. And you see how Michael, the way he's holding her so tight, that's his mother. Like it says, Billie Jean is not my lover. That's not, because Diana Ross is Billie Jean, and he tells you over and over, she's not my lover. She's not my lover. And, you know, lover rhymes with mother, but it is his mother and shit, you know. And this embrace and the way her eyes are closed, it's a motherly embrace. She put her hand on his face like a mother would do. But for some reason, people just can't get past what they've seen and what they've actually seen in the past and what they've been told. But you guys saw it a certain way because, and it's one of the things that what I say, it's like, okay, look at my story. It's like, if Michael, okay, Jim, quiet. He will not speak quiet. So, if Michael Jackson actually was the love child of Diana Ross and Smokey Robinson, right? And Michael's given to the Jackson family, then Joe builds a band around Michael Jackson and brings Michael Jackson back to Motown. Okay, Diana Ross, Smokey Robinson, Berry Gordy, they know the whole story, that Michael was the love child, you know, and they were given to the Jacksons, so they know this story. So it's not like a thing that when it happened that they don't know. They all know about this. When Michael comes back and they signed to Motown, they all know that this has occurred. So think about the reality of the situation. They've got to cover it up, and they've got to make excuses for all of the things that they know that have already occurred, and they've got to make excuses for it. So like one of the things they do is they put the Jacksons in an afro. They give them a similar appearance because they know they've got to cover up that Michael actually doesn't look like the family and that Michael's the one with the talent. So they covered it up. And when you see all of the actual things that happen in the real world, what you'll see is that those would be the natural occurrences that would have occurred if my story's true. Like Diana Ross presents the Jackson 5, and then the Jacksons move to LA and they move into Diana Ross. Okay, all of those things occurring fit perfectly with the story of what I'm saying. And like I said, when you see this embrace, this is an embrace of this kid is an abandoned child. That's one of the things that's like, don't look at, just give it a chance to say that's not lovers. That's not an embrace from a lovers. That's an embrace from a mother who had abandoned her child. That's a child who has been abandoned by his mother, but they have come together. Now they're big stars on top of the world, and this is the embrace you get, like the kiss. She puts her hand on her face because she's the mother. She's in control. You know, so there's all kinds of weird things that happen. Like I said, like I said, I've never found really good kisses between Michael and Diana. But if you do find something, you're not going to find one as good as that Rob Reiner and Carl Reiner. Boy, look, they were almost, look at, that was a father and a son. And they kissed and shit, right? So that's what I'm showing you. Like, the people are always trying to say, like, things are weird. And it's like, dude, families do kiss. They can. It's like I just showed you with Carl Reiner, Rob Reiner. And then I showed you, like, Rob Reiner. I showed you, or Carl Reiner, I showed you him kissing Queen Latifah. He's a much older guy and he kisses Queen Latifah. So there's a black man with a white woman and he kissed her and shit, right? So these people will give kisses here and there and stuff, but you don't see it with Michael and Diana. It's not really like that. It's actually, when you look at the stuff, what you'll always see is them saying how much they love each other. And you'll see that, like, they hug. They really, really hug. But like I said, what you're getting is Michael, when he hugs Diana, what you're actually seeing is the pain. You're seeing, it's not a love embrace. What you're actually seeing is the pain from Michael. That's what's so sad. Like I said, you people don't see it the true way, and the way that I see it, because I see Michael right here as somebody who's in pain. He's not embracing this woman because he's sexually attracted to her. He's embracing her because he doesn't want to let her go. That's his mother that had abandoned him. And it's like one of these things that, like I always am saying, that actually in reality of what you're seeing is that Michael was crying out for his mother all the time throughout his career and throughout his life. He was pleading to Diana Ross, like, love me like I'm actually one of your children. And it's like at a point like this, Michael becomes the biggest star in the world, but he's still hugging her, saying, love me, embrace me like I'm one of your actual children. You know, that's what I see when I see this, and it's the truth. And it's one of the things with the fans. It's like the people talk about Michael, they care so much about him and all this stuff, and it's like, you don't. Unless you're understanding his pain and you actually are starting seeing what I'm seeing here. That's why I tell fans, you're not even a fan, because you can't even for a second just think that maybe there's something different going on here than what you've seen it as, you know? And like I said, the story of what you people see and how all the things see, a lot of that happened just because of the natural occurrence that they needed to cover up this fact of, they all, like I said, Berry Gordy and Smokey Robinson and Diana, they all knew that Joe Jackson and Catherine Jackson, they all knew that this had happened. So they were covering it up. And this is like what you see really is the cover up. And then people took it as acting like, oh, Diana, because you saw the attraction between Diana and Michael was obvious. There was some kind of obvious attraction. But the real attraction was that the fact that Michael had come back to his mother who had abandoned him. And then you see Michael so infatuated with her because he's clinging on to her. Like I said, this is an abandoned child clinging on to his fucking mother. That's what you're actually seeing here. Wow. And you see it develop all the way through their relationship as it goes on all the way. But as it goes on, what happens when Michael gets older, he just has to accept the fact that, like, and that's when he writes, like, Dirty Diana. Now, Dirty Diana is you people, if you haven't heard my explanation, it's not about Michael and Diana. It's about Michael Jackson singing about his actual parents. It's about Diana Ross and Smokey Robinson. That's what the song's actually about. That's where Diana's being dirty. It's her relationship with Smokey Robinson. It's not about Michael's relationship with Diana Ross. That's what you people have got it wrong. But it's one of the things where Michael got to the point where he's like, he got fed up and he's like, fuck you, you're dirty, Diana. You know? And it's part of the thing about where the anger, because look at the embrace and the love that he has for here. But that's what I'm saying. When he became the top of the world, he was at the top of the world. But when it happened, then she gets remarried to the frickin' mountain climber guy, always forget their fucking names and shit. But whatever. So she marries the mountain climber, the guy that dies and shit, right? And the people are saying, oh, Michael was so mad about that. But it was not. It was a thing where Michael just was not ever really accepted, and she kept living her life. But Michael's not having relationships. And Michael, the one relationship he wanted more than anything was just to be embraced by his real mother, to be accepted by his real mother as one of her real children. It never happened. So that's when he finally said, oh, screw her. Freaking, you're dirty Diana to me now. And that's what the album's called, Bad. Michael got turned, he turned bad. He's like, dirty Diana. That's the turn, the transition. Then he starts having the surgeries, starts getting crazy, starts really getting into drugs. That's when you see the actual progression. Everything perfectly fits along with my story, your guys' story. And if you actually hear anybody actually talk about Michael Jackson, they'll always tell you there's something we don't know. We don't really know the true story of Michael Jackson. They'll all say that. They'll all admit to it. But my story, no, I clarify everything. I don't say that shit. There's certain little things that I don't understand, but the bigger picture of who Michael Jackson is and stuff, I discovered that. I fucking found that out. And like this embrace here, it shows it perfectly. That's an abandoned child screaming for wanting the love from his mother who had abandoned him. That's actually what you're seeing here.